Yeah. So we back again. It's gonna be a different type of show today. We're gonna dip into some current events. It's all music related. So, we
Yeah,
staying in
still
our
hip
realm.
hop.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody who wants to join, just hit me up. If you in the chat, drop your email and then I can send you the link. But yeah, let's go.
Cage.
You knows who I am. You knows who I am.
And you ain't even gotta hit my line.
Not at all, baby.
And you ain't gotta like it.
Nah, you ain't gotta like it, and you ain't even gotta hit me, nigga.
And you ain't even gotta hit my line. Cause I'ma do me. And you ain't gotta like it. Feel like I'm going numb. Some shit just gotta be. Feel like I'm going dumb. Some shit just gotta be. You can't just tell me anything. Some shit I gotta see. And bet I jumped that hurdle 2 times out of 3. Don't know if you food or puss, but I know they get you out of tree. Played them Hunger Games, but never won no lottery. Trying half on the baby, half on the property. Sometimes you Baltic bubble to get to the monopoly. I tell them newbies, slow down, do it properly. They used to carry rock with me, now I can feel a prophecy. 20 city tour, I brought the block with me, it costed me. Had the thought to throw you in water for moving awkwardly. You fly fishing, you finish, I got the hawk with me. And I got New York with me, talk to me. And I got a couple of Cuban niggas to mark sharks with me. And some lost souls to dark hearts with me. Don't offer me, get off of me. Free mind for the war. When they decide you're fate and I ain't got the cure. But they like what I curate. And you ain't even gotta hit my line. Cause I'ma do me. And you ain't gotta like it. Took command of the demand. And you ain't about to price this. Royal would dictate, you can't match type this. And you ain't even gotta hit my line. Cause I'ma do me. And you ain't gotta like it.
Look alike, but they don't taste the same. So they could all be cooking mics, but ain't no trace of cane. I took the raw stuff from life and brought the grace to pain. And make a joke, I top 5s and call it aces space. It's that bullshit that you be on, and I'm liking it. The only difference is I sprinkle it with psychic clips. I know your moves before you make them. So that mean anytime I'm a shoot is when you innocent. I am a trick. Don't sell your soul for attention is what they say to me. But what if that attention they mention is where the paper be? I gotta use my discernment and do it tastefully. Cause every single record they earning off of my flavoring. When my price go up, that's when I blow up. Excuse me if you don't like it, I'll ice you from my shoulder. You got poison in your arm cause they told you it fight COVID. All that noise inside your songs, but you bogus and I know it's
free mind.
Yow.
Yo, listen, we ain't pull up yesterday, but we here today. How about that?
Indeed. What's the vibration?
Hey, yo, so today, like I said before, is not the typical show. It's not the typical show. Sorry, let me add my guy right here.
Cove.
P5, what's up? Project Porter, what's up? It's a different kind of show. We're gonna cover 3 topics. It might go into different things. We're gonna drop a single from Project Porter and Aida. It's gonna be a good show. You know what I'm saying? Point blank. Let me ask you guys how last week was for you. We're gonna start with Project Porter. What's good, bro?
What's the deal, everybody? What's good? What's good? Another weekend we here. Welcome to February. 1 month down, you feel me? It was an adventurous week, you know. Um, sold some beats, made some beats, dropped the EP with Showtime Ramon called
Hey,
Pressure. Dropped
yeah.
that January 31st. On the first, me and Aida, as he mentioned at the top, dropped a single called Bury Bodies.
Mm.
So it's working the can. You know what I'm saying? Getting the plate right. That's all. That's all.
Yo,
What's up with y'all?
we're moving forward. We're moving forward. Everybody moving forward. Yo,
Yeah,
Peapod Cove,
You got it.
one of the hardest working men in the world. This dude busts down like 80 hours a week on some shit.
yeah.
Um, how was your week, man?
It's been good, man. I've been pushing on this channel. I'm close to getting monetized. So the push is real, man. I'm coming
Yeah,
around in a year and I'm starting to feel that vibes, man. I
yeah, bro.
a few
I'm
things.
subscribed. I watch.
Yo, I caught your message. I responded to you. That was
Yep.
the hot pocket.
Yep. Yep.
More.
Shout out.
Yeah, yeah, that's a dope one. Yo, I found out like 16% of people are watching it all the way to the end. So
Yeah.
That's what's
appreciate
up.
y'all. I appreciate you. But at the end of the day, I got to keep bringing good content too.
Damn right.
Turn the camera on and be like, oh, this going to have some views. Nah,
Yo,
Yeah,
so
man.
So tell me something. When you, cause didn't you? I thought you got monetized. I thought you was
That's on the
already
other channel.
on the line with us, right?
Yeah, the line with us. We got that monetized in 2 months.
Yo, tell them how much your highest video got.
The views,
Yeah,
well, those are shorts. We shit, 8 million maybe.
Jesus,
Yeah, we had a couple
Jesus.
shorts that took off. Cause yo, we were looking at the long form content, which takes you need 4,000 watch hours to get monetized. But with the shorts is 10 million in 90 days. And we came up, well, 12 came up with a strategy and we went with it and it worked. Yo. It was like they wanted us to succeed because we didn't think that shit was possible. And then we had one
Mhm.
video do like 4 mil and we was like, whoa. And
That's
then,
crazy.
yeah, and then it was just about the right timing.
Yo, I heard YouTube is gearing up to give streamers more benefits. I did hear that.
Streamers
Yeah,
already, streamers already been getting a lot of benefits from YouTube.
my channel is monetized as well.
Ooh,
My beat channel. It's been
Yo,
monetized for probably a couple years, a year and a half.
jeez. So
I
what
got a
the
beat
money?
that's probably like a 500,000.
What does it like equivalent to like dollar wise? Like,
well, like on our channel, we brought in like 3 grand in the first month.
Yeah,
This is
overall on my
and this was
channel,
just from shorts because shorts are paid differently from long form.
yeah,
Shorts are paid a lot less. So we were so high,
hold on, wait. You said how much?
like 3 grand.
Jesus, yo,
yeah, I
And
made
yo,
this is pennies, bro.
yeah, I made about that much overall on my channel over
So
two
yeah,
years,
so
about
like
3,000.
when you think about it, after we split it up, I came home at like 7.
Yeah,
Then because
wow.
here's the thing, what happened is once you get into the program, there's so many other things you can do. You have commercials on the shorts, and then you can market. I mean, it's so many things.
yeah,
We
once
had
you
people buy things that was posted on our shorts.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and you get
Collateral.
affiliate links, all sorts
Yeah,
of things happen in the background when you get monetized. It's a beautiful thing when you're a YouTube partner.
yeah.
It is.
That's cool. Sorry, I'm giving us some background music
But
while we
that ain't
talking.
that ain't always how it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Some people may take a month before they get that $100 threshold because
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
you got to make at least $100 before you get a paycheck.
Yeah.
So, but
Yo,
like I
Yeah,
said,
you
that.
got to make a minimum of $100.
yeah,
Hey, listen. I started fucking with this lady who's gonna like she sent me like a watch report, like a whole like business model of how to get the channel up and popping. Just this, and I'm gonna be starting the lines of divide. So, yo, if I got her and I got y'all, listen,
Yeah. Yeah,
let's
you got
go.
people who did it. Yeah.
Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But anyway, let's get into what we talk about today. We're gonna be talking about Fat Joe and his comment on Math Hoffa in regard to the foundational Black American um situation. We got DJ Academics and his issue with minors, uh, obviously, and something that is for the producers out there. If you're a producer and you're in the chat, chime in. I know Project Porter has his own viewpoints on what this guy says, and it's shaping up to be a real controversial possible show today. So
let's bring it.
let's
Yeah.
go. I'm gonna let y'all act. Yo, what y'all want to start with?
Well, I think that we should start with the most pressing thing, which was the academics
All right,
situation. That was pretty covered heavily this week.
all right,
Um,
all right. So let me get this
yeah.
right here.
Yeah, man. Act is. Whew.
Big act. Yo, I
I'm
don't
not
even
gonna
know.
lie.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
It was some of the most I mean, speaking for myself, Ack is he's not a likable person in my personal opinion, and in my circles, we're not exactly um fans or supporters of academics, even though we respect how he built his platform. We were just talking about YouTube and how hard it is to get monetized and get seen. And for him to be at the top of vlogging and hip hop hot takery,
Hmm.
he's to be saluted for that hard work. But the substance and the nature and the means to his ends are not to be celebrated. And this was a culmination of all the things that's wrong with DJ Academics, in my opinion.
Mm.
All the things that's wrong with him. Arrogance, hubris, narcissism. Um, it's just, it all was on display here. Malfeasance, negligence, all of it.
Okay,
He's a
okay.
problem.
Okay, how you feel about the academic situation before we go dive deeper into it? Um,
Well, I ain't gonna keep bashing it and sweeping the leg like
hey,
but but
hey.
I'm gonna go a different way and say that he had an opportunity to apologize and make it right, but
Mhm.
he chose to double down, and doubling down is what made you kind of realize who he really is, and he's always stand on that.
Yeah.
It's about the money. That's what ACT is about. ACT's about who's paying me to say whatever. I just did a video, and it's called DJ Academics is Drake's biggest ops.
Mm.
It's all about who's funding him. Whoever's funding him, he rocking. Because you know who his favorite artist is?
Drake.
It ain't Drake.
I thought it was Drake.
No, it's probably Kanye West or Vibes Cartel.
Vybz Kartel. You
It's the
got it.
vibes.
You
It's
got
Vibes
it.
Cartel.
That's his favorite artist.
Cause he said he is Jamaican. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
very, very Jamaican.
Yeah, yeah, he
Academic.
is Jamaican.
But he only Jamaican when people try to call him out or some shit.
A matter of fact, there's people are questioning his citizenship at this moment too, which is wild. Given the situation in the nation. But yo, let me preface this. This is fair use. Big shout out to Seti Nash for the video footage. Okay, we're gonna play this and then we're gonna comment on it. All right,
All right.
let's go.
What I mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
She's above 18.
What I mean?
Okay, what does that mean?
Oh, if Max got a sister and she threw you the box, would you smash her?
He already has a sister.
Alright, if she threw you the box, would you smash?
No, because I'm 15.
What I mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
She's above 18.
What I mean?
Okay, what does that mean?
It will be grooming.
It'll be what?
Grooming.
That has nothing to do with you.
Nah, imagine no.
Yo, Nor, what's your address? I'm gonna send some strippers over there.
Slow down, yo. I am 15. I hope you know that, bro. You trying to
Oh,
get...
you scared of women, bro.
I'm not
She's a
scared of
woman.
women. Yo, bro, you trying to put me on a case. You trying to put them on a case.
So?
What you mean, so? That's weird.
Trying to look out. You know all the rappers lost their virginity to like old women, right?
Wait, hold on. So you tell me that there's not another 15-year-old that you could bust out?
Yo, bro.
You see right there. I think it
I'm
was
serious. So there's not another 15-year-old you could bust down.
You go to school?
Brother, what's that? And does it get worse? Of course it gets worse. It always gets worse. And I'm gonna paraphrase this by saying I haven't seen a clip. If it exists, I hope it does exist. But I haven't seen a clip of academics apologizing, being like, my bad, I got too comfortable. I treated a youngin' like he 15 years old, like he like 20, like he my little cousin or my little brother or something like that. Because those is conversations that you do have with your family members. Because we have this thing in the hoods where we don't want our young boys attracted to other young boys. So unfortunately, what happens is we propel them
into having an affinity with licentious acts with women, but it gets worse. Check it out.
If Max said he wanted to try fucking the fuck.
No,
This nigga's
Why not?
wild.
Yeah, why not?
Yo, you can have. Wait.
If I can't f you, I'm cutting you off.
No, yo. Suppose he's like, yo, bro, listen, yo, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now I can be Johnny. Pause.
That shit is crazy.
yo, I'm not gay.
That's crazy.
Nah, you. Yeah.
Yes, so that
Yeah.
with it.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Crazy.
Then that forces Playboy Max to have to make a response.
All right, let's take a pause real quick.
Yeah.
All right. So let me remove this from the screen. So right now, a lot of stuff is going on. As a matter of fact, let me put this back on the screen. How about that? Trying to get all creative and shit. Hold on. Yeah. All right. So there's a lot going on here, right? So let me rewind it. And you know what? A lot of times this, like when I watch stuff like this, it kind of reminds me of, I guess, what females go through. You know what I mean? Like when they're put into awkward situations and they don't quite navigate it. And then, the outside world says, well, if I was this person, I would do that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, if Max got.
So he's a minor inside a room with grown men. I don't understand. First of all, I don't understand how he's Playboy Max's moderator for Playboy Max. First of all.
Well, Playboy Max community is all younger kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm
he's
about to say
he's
this.
grown though.
Yeah, but his audience is all kids.
Right. His
So,
audience.
He play games and shit, so they're the ones that resonate with him. So that's who's going to be in his chat.
Is there something wrong with that?
No. Usually,
No.
like for instance, whoever shows up in our chat for the transporter rooms is who becomes the moderators for our chat.
But let me ask you, being that he just went through this issue with who was it? That New York rapper where he was smoking in his
Fabio Foreign?
Yeah, Fabio and the little TJ and dudes was in his video smoking, and then he was telling them to go outside and all that. I mean, if his audience are minors, how is he having guests like that?
Right. So it's the same way they can watch it on YouTube. Like you can pull it up and watch it on YouTube. You wouldn't necessarily ask that same question, right? How are they able to watch this adult PewDiePie stream Roblox? You're not asking that question, right? It's the same thing on Discord. Kids can pull up and watch people play games and leave things in the comment section just like any other platform.
So what
So
is it?
that's not inherently the problem here. The problem is the conversation that took place here.
Plus, this was in a
And
private Discord.
gaming discourse overall.
Right.
In my opinion.
Yo, P, was this in Axe room? Was this in Did all this take place?
On Axe Discord, yeah. Because he talked about it after. Yeah, this was his.
So what, he invited them to go into the Discord room and
right, but there was a lot of people in there. It wasn't just them.
It wasn't just them. When it was a certain amount of them playing together.
Yeah.
So if AKEDEMICS comes into your Discord, he's gonna move up to the top and be able to talk. You know what I'm saying? Etc. Just like if Cage comes into ours, we're gonna bump him up. He's gonna be able to get on the show and talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? So think of it like that.
So so basically they're all in a chat room together having conversations. So some of the voices you hear that's not academics, it's other people in the Discord as well.
Right.
It could be 9, 10, 11. I don't know.
Right. It could be 12 of them in there.
Yeah. So it's not just them. But one of them is Tory Lane's manager.
Right.
Yo, but does AK have to accept this, give permission for people to be in these lives?
Well, no,
to get in the Discord.
If he's running his own Discord, he invites or
Right.
moderators, he can knock people or not invite, but he was in on someone else's Discord.
So he didn't necessarily invite the
He
kid into the.
didn't run. No, he was invited and he was accepted into the to play the game with them.
Okay, all right.
They was playing what's that?
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Fortnite, yeah.
Yeah, they was playing Fortnite.
All right, so let's go ahead.
Got a sister and she threw you the box. Would you smash her?
He already has a sister.
All right, now what he said right there, right?
Scam.
Going, I mean, we're gonna fast forward to what the dude said. Nash, whose video is this? He said this right here.
Once the kid said, I'm
Wait a second,
15, yo.
20, like he my little cousin.
here we go right here. So this is what, and we had a conversation, brother. We
Yeah,
had a
me and you.
we had a conversation outside of this, and I was kind of going along the lines of this. So, all right,
What's that? And does it get worse? Of course it gets worse. It always gets worse. And you know, I'm gonna paraphrase this by saying I haven't seen a clip. If it exists, I hope it does exist. But I haven't seen a clip of academics apologizing, being like, "My bad, I got too comfortable." That you do have with your family members, because we have this thing in the hoods where we don't want our young boys attracted to other young boys. So unfortunately, what happens is we propel them into having an affinity with licentious acts with women.
all right. So, not to disclaimer, not to condone anything that happened during this stream with Act, but does this streamer have a point saying that in within the confines of a family, right? Cousins and shit like that, uncles possibly, we do kind of like try to push our boys to be more or traditionally, maybe not nowadays, maybe not contemporary, but in the past, I'm saying because we're men of certain age, right? So we could talk about us growing up, all right? So was it common to have that happen or be okay with hearing of that happening, like growing up?
You want to go first, B?
I'm trying to figure out what angle you're going with because
I'm asking you, is there a time and a place where this is acceptable?
what's acceptable of just
The language.
making boys feel like they have to go towards women?
Yes, or pushing sex into their mind with heterosexual sex. Let's say that.
Right, because if we're talking about this conversation,
right,
linking it to, oh, this is a conversation that you would have with your younger cousin, or
right.
This is that you don't have those conversations.
Yeah, I
If we're
said the
talking
same thing
about,
to him.
if we talking about like for instance, the last thing we just saw there is say, hey, if his sister threw you the box, would you bust down? That's a conversation you may have with your little brother or your little sister. But what the other conversation when he asks him if he'll let him bang him, that
Nah,
ain't
wait. You speeding. We're gonna break this down piece by piece. You know what I'm saying?
Let me interject a little bit.
But hold on. So P, what are you saying in regard to this being done amongst family members or close associates?
from what Ak is saying, I think it happens, but to a certain extent of what the actual verbiage is. But yes, as you grow up, that somebody say, "Hey, did you get any yet? Did you, you have those conversations."
And we've grown up on these films. A lot of these American Pie, a lot of these different types of films. It does push that. You
Right.
saying
That's what we call patriarchy.
right?
It's
Well, not
it's what
necessarily.
it's why you have action figures in the boy section and pink and cuddly dolls in the girl section, and we call that normal. But it's clear that patriarchy hurts both boys and girls. Clear. This is an example of it, right? For Act to go in there, just take it away from Act. We enlarge in the conversation. for you to say like, yeah, we've all had conversations or have had someone had a conversation with us when we were 15, 16. Yo, you getting some? Yo, you and Shorty, oh, you know what I mean? Someone older. Like
Right.
my uncle, for example, is like my dad, like my father figure in my life. I could distinctly remember him asking me, was I getting something? Like the first time him actually asking me this, I can remember this conversation distinctly, and it didn't go like that. He didn't make fun of me or try to interject homosexuality to uphold heterosexuality. That's patriarchy. That obviously hurts boys, right?
Right.
That's a toxic way that grooming him to think of sex a certain way. I'm 15, she's 18. Why does that matter? That fucking matters. Like that matters, right? Even though we did have those conversations that are with family members and such, the verbiage may degree from person to person, household to household, disposition to disposition. I have no call on that. All I can say is that that's been normalized and a lot of it shouldn't, right? Just because it's been and it's happened in what we call a normal way just means it's been normalized.
Is it
And this
normal
is an
though?
example of, I don't think, no, 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 meaning that's why I'm using the word normalize.
Yeah, because I'm sure it's a bunch of people that's never had that conversation.
Never had that conversation with my son like that.
Me
Never,
neither.
You don't,
never,
you don't,
would
you
never.
don't, you don't think friends have these conversations
No,
with each other?
no, I was 15. You was 15. Like, if you saying you
So,
had those conversations,
Well, I have. I ain't gonna lie.
okay.
to
I
that
would,
extent,
I would clown my friends like, "Yo, what up, man? You know what I'm saying? What's
No, I'm
good?"
not saying we didn't talk about sex amongst friends. It's the verbiage, it's
yeah,
the means to an end, right? What
right.
is the way you're going about this? He's dog whistling,
Because that was
like,
that was meant to demean him,
yes, it
to
wasn't
Right,
meant to
bring
build them
him
up or
down.
protect them. Yo, use condoms if you're gonna do this. Or
Yeah,
right,
you out there with the girls, yo, don't treat her like this. Or put you on the game. Here's how you should date. Bro, I'm
right.
gonna give you that's different. That's different from academics.
Yeah, and
I
then
think
and
there's some equivocating going on here.
I do believe that they was trying to bully him, and obviously on a platform as big as this, and things like that.
That's
It's
what the
con-
problem is. It's
it's
bullying them.
yeah, it's definitely bullying, and there's no right for that. And then you take it a step forward to I
listen,
think when he takes it a step forward and he asked about, well, let's play it.
What I mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
She's above 18.
Strippers over there.
Slow down, yo. I am 15. I hope you know that, bro.
All right, so you see that that's the second time he told him to slow down. Like, yo, that's the second time.
Yo, if a woman tells you slow down once, if she gotta tell you twice, based on verbiage, something's wrong here.
Yeah,
Now imagine a boy. It's no equivocating to be going on here. My uncle never spoke to me in a way where I had to tell him, hey, I'm 15, yo. Chill.
yo, I'm gonna say something too. These things were just cut up; they were clipped. So there's a lot of things missing from inside of
Yeah.
the conversations because I think he was going at them too.
oh
I
yeah,
don't think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it wasn't a one-way conversation.
okay, I
They were
never seen
clipped
that.
up, but his context is still his context. Like
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't change anything because if he asks different questions, it would be a different conversation we're having right now. But it's those questions like the homosexual questions, and he was
Mm-hmm.
adamant about it. Like, no, man, chill out. I'm
Yo,
not.
I
Sexual
personally,
innuendos, all
yeah,
that shit.
And when he tried to link that to having a conversation with your younger cousin or younger brother, is where he loses me because
Yeah.
that is never a conversation you have with your older, younger, sideways friend. That is
Yeah. We
not the
don't talk
conversation
like
you
that.
have. You know what I mean? Now, if you're going in a rap battle, that's something you say to your opponent.
right,
You
Yeah,
know?
that's like it's demeaning almost like they was trying to
Yeah,
demean
they
old
were trying
boy.
to defame him.
Yeah, it
Well,
was
I'm gonna say,
wild to look at.
Yeah,
but see, this is the thing, though. I believe it's even deeper than that. I think for a conversation to go left like that, obviously you're trying to put your possible desires onto other people, right? And I think
Academics got an issue, a
you
lot
feel
history
me
of saying wild shit.
for real,
He
and
does.
and I think that he's going about it in a very sneaky way because being the fact that this guy is Black Boy Max's moderator, right? That means that he has a certain love for Black Boy Max.
Yeah,
You saying? So for the fact for you to go on there and say, yo, would you sleep with your idol?
that's crazy.
For lack
yeah.
of a better word,
Yes,
idol, you
you
saying?
nailed it. Basically,
Would you sleep with your idol? You know what I'm saying? That's
But,
even it's like even
but
trying to make it,
here's the thing:
yeah.
the reason why he says that is because he knows what the kid's situation is.
What you mean?
Kid lives in Malaysia. He's from um
Palestine.
right. So his parents are dead. He's desperate. So that's why he's asking that conversation. He's asking that question because he expect him to say, "Yeah, I'll do whatever I
Yeah,
can to get out of here." So
yeah.
he knows that. So he's using that against the kid. So that's why
Yes,
he asked him that question
right. That's the context of him
because
asking him that question because
right,
he thinks he would be desperate enough to do that for Black Boy Max.
Yeah,
exactly,
yo, this is
This
the
is why it's wrong.
this
right,
is actually
Extremely
this
wrong.
is definitely grooming. This is
Yes,
right,
the definition of
and
of
grooming.
grooming, the definition. Yes.
because
It
dude,
doesn't mean he wants to have sex with him.
no,
He's grooming him to think of
Yes.
sex a certain way, think of power dynamics a certain way, age
yeah,
a certain way,
like, hey,
consent a certain way. All happened in that conversation. All
yeah,
of that.
like he'd be like, "Hey, you know, it's okay to suck a dick, right?"
Yo, he even
For your idol.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
and
Bro, my uncle
And
never asked me when I was
he's kind of
15
putting
to
that in his
suck.
mind, you
Would I
know,
do something to Nas?
and that's definitely grooming.
That's
and then
crazy.
and then this is the part though. Check it out.
You trying to
Sound like
get?
you
Oh,
scared of women, bro.
I'm
there's
not
a
scared of
woman.
women. Yo, bro, you trying to put me on a case? You trying to put them on a case?
So,
Shout
oh,
out to this
What
young
you
man.
mean? So that's weird.
Mm.
trying to look out. You know, all the rappers lost their virginity to like old women, right?
You see that? If you want to be famous, get on the casting couch.
Yep. They grooming him, bro.
What the fuck?
To think a certain way, behave a certain way, think certain languages a certain way as normal.
Cause yo,
That's why I'm using the word normalize. They normalizing
eventually,
bad shit.
eventually, what happens is at some point he's gonna meet up with these other streamers.
Hmm.
You know, they have events where they meet up, so these younger streamers look up to these older guys and help propel them into a different stratosphere. So
Imagine the hazing that would go
right.
on,
So
B.
imagine they meet up a year from now after talking to him for a year about what they want him to do.
Basically.
And then there they are now with physical cash or whatever. They've been sending them money for 2.5
Hmm.
years. You know, so
Since the Gaza thing, yeah.
exactly. So yeah, it's definitely setting them up for something down the road.
Yeah, bro. And he basically like FD Signifier said, shout out to FD. Um, academics made the mistake of putting his patriarchy on display for all of us to see. Him grooming him that young man to think a certain way. That's manly in academics' mind.
Yo, and it's just like, and this is not to
Shit is
like
crazy.
I might say something, it's not controversial. I hope people don't take it the wrong way.
Let them take
I
it.
don't think so.
But yo, it's so crazy that within the last 5 years, it's been really like put into the forefront that yo, we gotta protect our boys too. We
Oh, for
gotta
sure.
we gotta really protect our boys
Yo,
from the same predators that was preying on women and
Hmm.
females.
Yeah, man.
If one thing we learned about the Diddy situation, he was 50-50.
Yep.
He
Yep. He didn't care, bro.
did not care. He's 50-50. You know, that one case 50%, 50%.
He didn't care.
No. And predators
Academics
everything.
clearly. What upset me about it is, okay, you messed up in the Discord thinking you could joke around with this
Right.
kid like you joke around with your other homies, whatever. All right, we wouldn't necessarily make that mistake, but in the gaming world, you warped out. You do this every day. You sitting in front of your computer. You don't know the difference. Okay, fair. That's actually a fair conversation to have, right? If he just said, you know what, I was wilding, that was uncalled for, and I can
Right.
see why people are really upset at this, and I would never try to do that again, or I could see where I'm wrong. If he did that, this would have died down in a hurry because it's gaming culture, whatever. He tripled, he doubled and tripled down.
Yes.
Acting like we were crazy. We're the weird ones for saying he's weird.
And how he has so many enemies and people just want to see him fail and
My
yada
nigga
yada
Academics
yada.
was like, squirrel, squirrel, look, look over there, squirrel.
Yeah, he was talking about they was kicking his back in. You know,
Yeah. And how he did so much for people and this, that, and the third. Like, come on,
Bro,
bro.
that's all that grooming behavior, bro.
Even from a business standpoint,
That's
if you
all
think
grooming behavior.
sponsors would drop Will Smith for smacking Chris Rock over his wife, what you think they're gonna do when you do shit for grooming? When human trafficking is a hot topic at the moment, and all these people are going down for these depraved acts.
Yo, it's so bad out there that even made up stories are getting heavy traction in these areas. You know what I'm saying?
Big up to Reese in the chat.
Yo, salute to
Reese.
Reese.
Yo, listen.
I wish you was on, bruh. You're
where he at right now?
He got to handle some stuff, but wait a second. Let me pull this up real quick.
What'd you say? Reese getting the facial?
Probably
wow, wow,
crazy.
bro. What is he talking about, bro?
That was crazy. Yo, Reese, I did not mean it that way,
That is
Jay.
wild.
I rescind that.
Sure, he's sipping on some
Yo, all right, so check it out. Since Ak is, because I don't know if people even remember how he just faced some real charges.
Oh, for sure.
Of possible rape.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
He still got to face those.
This ain't his first controversy.
Right.
He got like at least 5 + 5 + 5.
Within the last couple of years, which is crazy.
I'm talking about in the last couple of years. Ak always got some shit going on, man.
Yep.
All right, so this next clip is from Uta on the Go. Sorry if I misplayed. Let me give you subscribe. Let me subscribe because I'm using your content, of course. Yo, Uta on the Go, fair use. Now, we know about the thing with the girl going to the crib and possibly getting gang raped by him and his friends.
Got to get that grape.
Get gang raped by him and his friends.
Yeah.
But his ex-girlfriend, who used to live with him for 2 years, goes along and says this.
Is it all after his ex Shay Glizzy speaks out about the 15-year-old Discord and the Twitch ban. And she starts to go into, I guess, her past dealings with DJ Academics. You know, here I don't really go into the X. And I don't know who clout and who trying to do what. I don't know. But when we dealing with a person like DJ Academics and some of the things that he has said on this line, we need to break down who the hell this man really is, yo. There got to be exceptions made for this guy right here. So we're going to break down a video from the source. Shout out the source. We're going to be taking a listen in. Shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all dropping likes on the way in. Share the video and subscribe to the channel. Turn the notification bells on so you're notified when we dropping new content. Let's get into it.
I was 21, he was 32. It's like a 12 12-year age difference. Like, he likes younger girls. So when y'all see him talking about, yes, when I met AK, I was 21, he was 32. There's like a 12-year age difference. Like, he likes younger girls. So when y'all see him talking about, when y'all see other people saying that.
Shout out to you. You having a better day than academics. Drop a like for that.
God
This
damn.
is his ex coming out talking about some of the weirdo things that she done see with him. He like young girls and all that. She on him. She on him. She on him. She on him.
They're exposing him for saying like, "Oh, you're 17 when you turn 8." True, like.
Y'all want to call her clout chase or whatever? If she ain't speaking, who the hell gonna speak up about it? His friends? Who? 96 reverse? He ain't saying nothing about it.
It's true. It's true. I know a lot of people be fans. But that's definitely true. My girls were 15 and 16 years old in the house. I came to the house tonight because me and him been talking. He did an interview with Flacco. He's talking about, oh, it's not like that, this and that. We were on FaceTime, and I said, okay, I'm going to talk to you in person. I'm about to pull up. I fall asleep in the Uber. He's calling me, or I'm in the Uber. I guess he's telling me not to pull up. I pull up to the house. I have a key to the house. And when I pull up to the house, it's two young ass in the crib. Like, I asked them personally, how old are y'all? Because y'all look mad young. They said 15 and 16.
Hey, yo, thanks for tuning into The Source, your source for celebrity news. Check this out. The other day, after Academics got caught talking to the 15-year-old male streamer the way he was talking to him online, I started to get a feeling. You know, my spidey senses started going off. So I was like, you know what? Let me look a little further into DJ Academics' past. And it turns out that this is not the first time that DJ Academics has been accused of grooming minors. As a matter of fact, in January of 2024,
That's crazy, bro.
2024.
Magazine actually did an article on AC that was called DJ Academics Accused of Grooming Minors / Actual Assault. Now, after I saw that article, I was like, okay, I'm on to something. So I kept digging, and as I kept digging, I just so happened to come across this audio of DJ Academic's ex-girlfriend saying that one day she went to the crib, and when she got to the crib, she found him with two girls. One was like 15, the other one looked like she was 16, and she thinks...
Bro. One was 15, one was 16.
But he keeps texting me. He's blowing up my phone.
All right, let me just skip through this.
But he keeps texting me. He's blowing up my phone. Like, he's calling me. And, like, I'm at our apartment. He bought me an apartment for $6,000 a month. I'm at the apartment.
Tricky.
So I'm like, let's just talk in person. We're on FaceTime.
A person buy your apartment for $6,000 a month and all that, and you still exposing them? The hell, bro. Something got to be there, bro. Come on, bro.
I'm like, I'm about to just pull up. We could talk. I end up falling asleep in the Uber. He's calling me while I'm in the Uber. I guess he was saying...
Salute to whoever dropped the like. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to y'all. We just bringing awareness to these kind of situations. At the end of the day, this guy is in all of our kids' streams and all that, and he running around with our little brothers and little sisters, and he's talking crazy to them. This the type of thing that this guy's on.
Like, don't pull up or whatever. But, like, I lived there for 2 years. I go to the house. I have a key. I get inside the house.
2 years.
It's two bitches in the crib. Off rip, I'm like, what's going on? Like, who are y'all?
And like another part of me, I say like, y'all look mad young. Like, how old are y'all? These girls look like they in high school. So I asked the girls before.
This why he running around playing Fortnite and he running around playing Roblox with little kids, 15-year-old talking to them crazy? Is this why he's doing that, y'all? Ask yourself these questions. Don't come in here looking around. Which way did he go?
Yeah, facts. Why do you want to be around little kids so bad?
Yo, let's get into it then. Real quick, close this topic out.
So obviously Ack has a problem. You know what I'm saying? And they're only getting worse. He's still being sponsored now by certain people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, do you guys know how sponsorship works, or is there
They
certain
pay you to.
contract stuff that has to be broken to be dropped or something?
Well, everybody has their own stipulations and what they can negotiate. And so it's two things: what you can negotiate and what the company stands for can tolerate. So if something like Happy Dad can wants to and can tolerate his controversies and his PR hits, then they'll keep paying them.
Let me ask you this, and you're from you're from Trinidad. I'm from Jamaica. You're from America, right? Do you think this is something that could get him deported? Would this is this deport worthy
No,
behavior?
I think that he didn't commit a crime. He broke social norms in such a way that was disgusting, right? That pointed to more problematic issues. That's not necessarily breaking the ground. So,
So
yeah,
when you say deported, you mean from the online confrontation or the physical confrontation with the females?
right.
The female ones could get him deported.
Yeah,
Facts.
right.
Facts.
Oh,
Online
I thought
one,
you was talking about the online thing. No, if he gets convicted for sexual assault for
Yeah,
SA,
he's out.
he's out of here.
but if he's a citizen, he's not.
Yeah, if he's a citizen, then he's good.
Yeah.
And he has money. So money talks here.
So DJ Academics also made a comment talking about he's going to bring people down if he goes down.
Yeah.
Do you think he has the power to do that,
Yes.
or was he just a tool that doesn't really have any type
Yes, he
of
got the
power?
power.
No, he has the power to do it
Yeah.
because he's behind the scenes and been meddling and doing
He
things
knows
himself with other
everybody's
people.
shit.
So I'm pretty sure he kept the dossier
Oh yeah.
of
He's
what
probably got
people's done.
a big black book.
Yeah,
It's
a
just called
dossier, videos, voice notes,
Blocking Act.
text messages. Like
Yo,
Ax
I'm
said,
sure. Yo, I'm sure he kept all the receipts.
yeah,
Let me ask you another question because we didn't get to it. So the rest of that recording, the chick says basically the cops came to the house and Act put the girls in the basement. Okay. And I guess the cops never found out that she was there. They were there. And she's saying then that he keeps, video recording of different areas of his house. So they should request that footage to vindicate her and basically possibly bring him on charges. I mean, how do you not, as a person who witnessed that, how do you not tell the cops to go into the basement?
I don't know. I'm not a mind reader, man.
So when I say that to say this, a lot of these people who want to call people out and rightfully so, these people should be exposed. What changed for them to want to expose these people? Because you guys were riding with shit.
Or complicit.
Yeah, when it was beneficial,
Complicit,
apparently. So what
apparently.
happened? So what happened?
You know why ain't nothing never gonna happen to Act?
Why?
Because Act is put in a place to push an agenda. And as long as he's streaming and he's putting that agenda they want to put out there, he's gonna stay on stream.
Even if he's diminished, he's still going to be around.
Yeah.
Because I told my girl the same thing. Ack is like Ford of the space he's in. Too big to fail. So even if he's diminished,
Yeah.
he's only diminished, not got up out of here until he does something that gets him convicted. Other than that, he can endure the controversies to a degree.
Yeah, I feel like
Because I feel like I'm tired of pointing and saying weirdo. He needs to get dealt with, in my opinion.
I want to vote for Saucy Santana to deal with him.
Yeah, bro.
He
Beat
ain't
him up.
change.
What up?
Them predators move in flocks.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
and money
Name got to be registered.
money talk
Placed
a
on the
lot.
neighborhood watch.
Money talk a
Yo, I got
lot.
this. I got this video I wanted to. Can I share my screen? I'm not sure if can I share it.
I don't know. Can you look? We can see.
I don't know.
Wait, hold on 1 second.
If you
That'd be
want,
fire.
you can send me a link too. So.
Ah.
Oh
Let's go.
shit!
Did it share?
Ooh, let's go.
All right, let's check this.
Oh, screw.
Yeah, let's check this out real quick.
I'll bring you the final installment of what we're now referring to as the autopsy of a bad body. I gotta talk to you.
Oh, AKEDEMICS.
The AKEDEMICS strikes again. Goodbye, my friend, it's like the last scene from Mice and Men. Let's slow it down for my revenge. He about to die again, this ain't the type of bridge you try to mend. Tell me again, what kind of men go sexualize a child? Or you was trolling, these the type of jokes that make you smile? It's sickening, he's 15, is that your type of style? How you can't tell that boy was uncomfortable? I wanted to box you down, maybe cause I'm a father now. Or predators are all around, but I don't got no tolerance when your offense involves a child. But it's okay cause you paid him right, take him to trial. Ain't that the same thing that pimps be saying? That's kinda wild. And after all of that, the fathers wanna hawk you down. That's just my 2 cents, my penny's wise. I'm trying to walk this clown. You so busy trying to be young, you forgot you not a child. Them things you said about bad baby are gonna haunt you now. AKEDEMICS strikes again. You talked about Freddie Gibbs, kid, that's gotta end. Cause that's gonna make a nigga question where your father's been. Like, do you see him, wanna be him? Do you talk to him? Or is his lack of affection why you be arguing with all these fucking rappers all the time? I know it bothers him. Probably see his dad yelling at him when Meek talked to him. Now we gobbling Drake cause of daddy issues, obviously. Told us he was sexually trolling, I was like, fam. Saucy Santana trolled you and you cried on cam. That kid acted more mature than your whole camp. Damn, let me find out Nora's more of a man. And it don't matter if he a boy. What kind of excuse is that? You don't see the abuse in that? Ain't that how Lil Boom got snatched? And Tekashi's in your posse, but I'm cool with that. I expect trash to be around the sewer rat. R.I.P. Newski, when he died you called that boy a coon. How'd you get Dirk up in a room without you getting boomed? You blew up off disrespect, laughing at the wars and feuds. Niggas getting mortal wounds, why you getting all the views? Don't apologize for war on Chirac, that's not the move. If you really sorry, take it down, that's what you not gonna do. The alcoholic strikes again. Hennessy's really your enemy, it is not your friend. You need this shit to speak your shit, but when's it all gonna end? It's like your whole career you just been on an awful bench. You awful cringe, and we know all your friends conditional. They say you had to pay your ex to stick with you. It's pitiful, it's lit for you. Drake got you buzzing like a Lil B. Shit, and all it cost it was your credibility. Nipsey said that you was gonna self-destruct literally. The fact that he ain't here to see it's really killing me. Damn, I hate it had to be this way. Till I think of what was Zia say. Nasty nigga, your downfall is our joy. And now it makes sense that your favorite rapper's the boy. Nobody really likes you, my nigga, let's not be coy. They don't choose you, they just use you, let's put it all on the floor. If nobody ever told you, I'ma tell it to you raw. If you ain't exploit a war, we wouldn't know who you are. Now the problem is you built too many enemies for sure. Is the money really worth not going outside anymore? Cause you scared some little boy from Chicago with little toys who's mad that you laughed at his dead uncle when he was 4? Damn, and an apology is frivolous. When you was in your 30s when you did the shit, you was preying on his innocence. You know your legacy is villainous. When they tell your story you'll be feeling this. Cause you ain't famous, dog, you infamous. And maybe no woman wanna give you kids, but if they did, what you did would get you sick, bitch. And even if they didn't, they still should, man.
If Max said he wanted to try to be no. Yo, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now I could be naughty. Yo, if Max got a sister and she threw you, would you smash her?
He already has a sister.
All right,
No, keep going. Let it play. Let it play.
15.
What I mean?
If you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as a chick got a college ID, she's getting f***ed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17.
That right there,
Y'all can hear me?
that right,
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you, yo.
that right there, put it in perspective of what academics is.
Yo, shit, man. Like, yo, I don't understand why people with money
Yeah.
have to do these things. When people who have people who want to be around them, they'll do all these things to be around them. They're of age, they
I'm,
look
I'm not
good.
sure. I'm not sure if you say people with money. I just think these people are always. I think with them having money makes it worse. But I
Right.
think that's always who they were. You know what I mean? It's just that the more money they have, the bigger the damage could become because now they can control the narrative with money. You know,
Mm.
and it's like he was trying to do with Noah. You know, he was basically trying to, set him up for down the road.
Yeah, but this game though, like they have everything they want. Even these people who are creating these agendas and things like that. Why do you, if you have a fetish for people who look young, there's people who are your age who look young. You can find these things, you can find willing participants.
That's why. Wait, that's why you got to understand this is not about like attraction necessarily
But
or sex. It's about power, as P spoke to. It's about the power dynamic, and that's what it's always about.
hey, let me backpedal on what you just said there, Scotty. You said it. You have people that will want to do that, and you're right because they are doing it. These people that we're talking about all agreed to do these things. A lot of them didn't get taken advantage of. Some of them parents drop them off. All kinds of situations happen. So a lot of them know what's going on. It's just that people find out later. Oh, she was only 15. Her mother knew that when she dropped her off at 14 and a half.
I mean, rest in peace to Aaliyah. They said that her parents basically sold her to R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying?
Opportunists. Yep.
So,
Who's the
Chuck,
greatest R&B singer of all time?
Uh,
who?
it
Who?
depends.
It's got to be R. Kelly. If we
Oh,
being real,
okay.
come on. If we
Yeah,
being real,
yeah,
I
you're
mean,
right.
outside of what he
Yeah,
did, I mean, what
yeah,
he did for R&B musically,
yeah,
come
yeah,
on.
yeah. Ain't no
Ain't
arguments
no
about
R&B came after him, really, if you think about it. It's
You
dead.
know, you had Justin Bieber. You know what I'm saying? These kids, you watch. If I don't know if you guys watched the whole Nickelodeon thing. You know what I'm
it. I
saying?
did, unfortunately.
Yo,
No,
like
watch.
these parents are feeding their kids to the system.
Well,
They
if you
complicit,
if
bro.
you think that your kid has a chance to become a Raven Simone or Christina Aguilera or Justin Timberlake, you got to take one for the team. You know,
That's how those parents think,
and
man.
sad to say, but that's how it is. That's life now.
Now let me ask y'all this. Being
Or
that
then, because now it is revved up. Like people are like, even when, like I say, even when it's not true, people coming after you. Like Pizzagate and all that shit. People not
right.
fucking around, bro, with the kids things.
So
Like, you know what I
do
mean?
you feel like this era of exposing all these truths will stop this from happening?
No,
No. I think
Or
that what
or
needs
is
to
it low
happen
or
is
is it low key promoting these things to happen?
no, neither. I think what's happening is since the internet is so pervasive in all of our lives,
Mm,
it's being spread and the awareness is more out there for all of us to see, meaning it is happening and we're getting more wind of it. Now,
mm.
what needs to happen to change is what also is happening, which is awareness and motherfuckers stepping up to shame these people, charge them, etc. Exactly what's happening in the academics. And
Okay.
many other people, Dr. Disrespect, all these internet dudes got caught and got slayed for this shit.
Yeah, people forgot this dude. Motiv-
EDP.
the motivational speaker dude.
Mm-hmm.
Brother Polite. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
He got slayed for it. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yo,
bro.
I
People not
think it's
playing
good.
around, so I think this is a good thing
Yeah, get all
that
these
the young
motherfuckers
man
out.
knew the young man Nor knew his line when they was crossing it. It was a beautiful thing in that regard.
He's smart, yo. Salute to
Hmm.
him. That dude, yo, he was the smartest dude in the room. Yo, he said, you want to put, we said, yo, you want to put me on the case? You want to put them on a case?
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
was
That's
crazy.
crazy,
So,
but
so let me ask you,
yeah,
be devil's advocate for a minute,
Hmm.
because we saw academics like spaz out on his stream. I know you
right.
saw it.
I did, yeah.
Do you think they set him up in a way like just think about it from a different perspective? Because the way it was laid out, it was almost like they know what he was gonna say, like how he normally talked to them, and they picked that day to record the shit.
Here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
No, because academics said if everything that was said in that Discord
Oh yeah,
came
I heard
out,
that.
it would be worse.
Oh, I heard that.
So
But
it wasn't no
none of
he
them wasn't against a 15-year-old kid.
no,
Kid from
but
Palestine
but
that's
that means what
it,
that means is he be doing that.
we
So it wasn't
come on.
no setup.
Come
He
on.
be doing
His favorite artist
that.
he claims is Drake.
Yeah, the boy.
Drake just got accused of all of that. They moving
Yeah.
flocks together. They all hang
So
out together.
I don't think he was set up for a layup or oop on Nor's regard. I don't think so
Because
because how Nor even reacted was like, "Whoa, chill, bro.
like I
You
said,
now you
them
crossing the
things was
line, bro."
clipped up too. They were I wish I heard there's a full
Yeah,
version you can
there's a
listen
full
to,
version. Hmm.
but I didn't go in and listen to it. But what he said was messed up anyway. I don't think he wanted to
Regardless,
bang the
no
kid,
context. Yeah,
but it's just like, yo, you said it. He could have apologized, and we could all been like, yo, Ack was on some henny shit. But
yeah,
no,
Right,
Home
right.
yep.
decided to be like, yo, I ain't apologizing for nobody. He was like, I built
And
this
this
shit
is
on my
what men
own.
do. Bye bye. Like,
Yeah.
whoa,
And he was like, I don't need none of y'all niggas.
Well,
whoa.
let me ask you this: do you think Black Boy Mac should escape unscathed from this? Also,
He won't.
I
He
mean,
won't. Here's why.
what is supposed to happen to him?
Here's
I mean,
here's why.
he didn't once say, "Yo, chill, Act."
Here's no, he did.
Well, we don't know if he was actually in the Discord.
No, he wasn't. He
Yeah,
wasn't. He wasn't there.
Oh, he
Here's
wasn't.
why.
right. He wasn't
Here
in
no,
there.
he wasn't in the Discord. Here's why Black Boy Max won't skate in the long run. His skeletons are going to be pulled out now.
It's already been pulled out.
Yep.
You know, because Act got a burner page that he uses. His
Yep.
minions sent out
And
stuff, and he's been spamming.
and
What?
as the months go on, it's going to be a slow drip of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like you're going to start seeing it more and more.
Yo, a lot of these streamers get caught doing a lot of weird things, man. A lot of weird things, and it's
Yo,
crazy
yo,
because
you know what? You having these 8-hour streams, 10-hour streams. You know what I'm saying?
they come up with some of the weirdest things to do.
You
Hmm.
getting bent throughout the whole stream. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? You gonna fuck up bad.
Talking about bunch of shit, just
Yo,
whatever. Yep.
so this is our second topic. We're gonna go on salute to Math Hopper. Math Hopper. This is fair use. We're gonna talk about what's going on with Fat Joe and his comments toward the FBA. Let's get into it.
Sometimes I say shit I've been saying for years. And the shit just go, you believe Fat Joe said hip hop was Puerto Rican and black? Whoa! My God, the world changed on me, nigga. I'm like, yo!
No, you know what?
Where you been?
Let's get into that. Because I think people outside of New York, it's hard for them to understand, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Trinidadians, Jamaicans.
Don't throw us in there, nigga.
Guyanese,
First of all, let's start by this.
Barbadians,
Let's
just
start by
all
this.
around each other.
Let's start by this. These rumors were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that. Okay? It's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them.
Right.
Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say a name? We're going to give them too much clout.
I mean,
the FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is. I'm just keeping it a buck. And their shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, your leader? Yo, man, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York.
Right.
So they telling a whole nother story. This was whoopity doop wop. Yo, bro. Far as I know, we're at Yankee Stadium right now, and it's hip hop's 50th birthday. And the guy who invented it, Grandmaster Flash.
I can't hear nothing. What's going on, bro?
My brother carried his crates. My babysitters made up the let me hear you say ho. It's two girls.
Oh, you can't hear that, Project Porter? Yo.
I can hear him.
Oh, look, I think he froze.
Yeah, he having a little some.
All right, let's go on this.
Yeah, he good.
Twins used to babysit me. They made up, let me hear you say ho. So they have a big problem, these guys, right? So they're against anybody who ain't with them. So this ain't a popular message. This ain't what everybody's saying. We might be giving them too much light right here is what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
So there's a small minority to get on them Twitters and they running it up. We got a fucking Looney Tune like your man Lord Jamal, who's a fucking Looney Tune.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's a loony bin, right?
You good?
Yeah. You there?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. You can hear it now?
Yeah, I'm good. My connection was messing up.
All right, I'm
But I
running
already
back.
saw this.
All right,
Nah,
all right.
it's cool. I
No,
saw
you
this.
ain't gotta run it back.
Yeah,
We
I
just
saw
said
this.
that the drug of
heard
choice
it
is
already.
attention. It's this and this and that. They get a guy who he was a legend. He's brand Nubian.
Right.
And he's the wackest nigga in the crew. Be clear. But now this nigga might be like trying to get lit, trying to say anything. The world's flat. The this, that, anything.
All right, that's enough. So,
yeah.
So, first of all, I think the only reason a conversation like this has legs is because of people like KRS-One, who basically like doubled down on saying that hip hop was a joint effort with Hispanics and Black people and stuff like that. I believe that opened the door for rhetoric like this.
My bad, guys.
Yeah, you good. You good. So
Yeah.
I was basically saying that I think things like KRS coming out and saying what he said originally in regard to the origins of hip hop gives conversations like this legs to go crazy. Now for him, that's without a doubt. I wasn't there at the inception of hip hop. I can only go by what I was told. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Project Porter might have a different viewpoint, but I'm gonna just get my shit off first and I'm gonna let you go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
I have point too.
Yeah. So now what he's saying about the FBA, you know what I'm saying, as far as this interview is concerned, I can understand Math Hoffa is kind of like he baits people into, it's like getting people drunk to talk. You know what I'm saying? They'll laugh with you, ha 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 ha. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. And just so you can feel comfortable enough to speak your mind. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily appreciate that tactic. You know what I'm saying, because I just don't like it. You know, them laughing and carrying on. He's saying the N-word. He's calling something that is specifically black. You saying broke
And
niggas
he
and
says pause. Why would
yeah, you saying all these things, and these people are chuckling along with you. That shit really bothers me.
It really bothers me
You know what I'm
because
saying?
based on the content of the conversation, it wasn't the chuckling and the homies and stuff. The barbershop shut in. A shout out to Mav and his platform and all
Yeah.
the things he's done leading up to this point. Actually, I'm no hater. I'm no nothing like that. But I'm personally foundationally black, right?
Right.
American, and I understand that maybe the discourse that he's had or interactions with some foundational Black Americans may have been pejorative ones, negative ones. Lord Jamar, especially, is not a good representative of something that I would point to as educating the people on this topic. But at the same time,
Yeah, we look like we lost Porter.
All right. So
So at the same time,
before we continue, foundational Black American. A lot of people don't. Just so everybody knows.
yeah, because I was going to ask you up until when this conversation happened with, I didn't know that this was a real foundation.
All right. So according to this Amazon post, a foundational Black American is foundational Black American is any person classified as Black who can trace their bloodline lineage back to the American system of slavery. To be designated as an FBA, let me add it back to it.
Damn.
All right. So now I'm just reading the description of what a foundational Black American is. All right. All right. So all right, so a foundational Black American is any person classified as Black who can trace their bloodline lineage back to the American system of slavery. To be designated as an FBA, at least one parent must come from a non immigrant background in the United States of America. If a person's matrilineal and patrilineal lineage traces back to slavery in the Caribbean, then they are not considered foundational Black American. Okay?
So that's basically people that was here before slavery or during slavery.
Right. If your lineage comes from slaves that was in America,
right,
you're foundationally Black American.
Okay.
If your parents
So
slave days goes back to Caribbean, you're not.
so in context, he told how many Black Americans do we have in this country?
We had I don't know how many
Hey,
Black.
Project Porter, how many Black Americans we have in this country? Natural Black Americans. You hear us? Yeah, double check that real quick.
I'm about to do it.
I should have just asked my Google.
Okay, it says 45.76 million, approximately 12% of the overall Black population in 2023.
So he just gave the middle finger to 4 point how many million Black Americans?
47.5.
47.5 million?
Yes.
He just told 45 point. Wow, that's a lot. He just gave all the middle finger.
And he calls them broke niggas. First of all, because I seen a post of there's this white rapper from Houston that says the N-word freely and he invites anybody to check him about it. Right? Let me ask you guys this. All right? Nah, it's for real. Let me ask y'all this. In your eyes, I understand how the word is offensive in general. Okay? But in your eyes, are there certain people, no matter how they are affiliated with the struggle, should they be able to use certain expletives?
Yo, I don't even use that word in my house. Like that word, that like if that word comes out of my house, everybody turn around and be like, it must be something serious. Like that do not ever get used in my house. So I don't tolerate it, even around when I'm around black people. That's just
But
not, you know what I'm saying?
but you listen to it in rap songs and shit.
Yeah, you hear it now
Yeah,
and
it's
then.
artistic expression.
Yeah,
We get that
but it's
amongst
used in the
black
right
people.
way. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? If it's used as a noun, which it is, then it's cool. But if it's used like a profanity word all the time, it's just excessive. It's like, dude, you're not really, we could tell you're not part of the culture because people
Right.
that's part of the culture don't use that word all the time, all the time. It come out like especially you grow up around American men, like real American men, they check you quick on that shit.
But I understand that. But let me. I'll come to you, P. We talk. I've used the word.
Yeah.
And you're not offended. You don't. It don't like hit you. But if I was a white person and I said it, you'd be like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
But
Yeah. It's a
But
history attached to the
right.
word.
but is
Okay.
it the same for
Wait, okay.
Hispanics though?
All right.
Is it the
Here's
same
the
for
thing.
Hispanics?
Here's the thing.
Can Hispanics
Any
use it?
black person says the word, I'm never gonna feel like, but when somebody says it excessively, it tells me that it's something else going on. You know what I mean?
Is it less? Does it hurt less when a Hispanic uses it? Do they have more of a pass to use it than other races?
That's a good question. And
I'll put it this way. It's since they've grown up together in close proximity to black people, almost in parallel, as far as when they came to this country and et cetera, in the same areas, they've used the word in communion with us, therefore has gotten to pass through time with some of them, right? That doesn't mean, like what P is saying, that it is a pass
now,
or the
hey,
pass.
let me add something to that. Let me
Like,
add.
you understand what I mean? It is not
I mean,
the
the
pass.
door's either open or it's not, though.
Yo,
It's
let
nuance.
me ask you this: the word, right? Isn't the word part of the struggle?
Yes,
When were
Yes.
they ever part of the struggle?
I agree.
Like when? Whenever,
That's why I say people gave
right?
someone had to give them a
Now
pass.
listen. Now listen. I'm talking on two different perspectives. I'm talking
Mhm.
American and West Indian. I'm West Indian. They're also
Right.
West Indian, right? If you think about it, I had y'all struggle. We had the same struggle. We had sugar cane. Y'all had cotton. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
They still didn't have the same struggle we had. Not even close. But I know what the word means because it was used to me from when I left the motherland to when I got here to wherever I am now. So we both been part of the struggle because of the color of our skin. But when did they ever have any part of that struggle? Any part? Never. So what do they really know what that word means to them? They
Is
don't.
I
They
mean,
just
is the N word an American word or is it just
no, it's a black word. It's a word meant to defame, whatever black people.
right?
So from when you were in Europe to you're in anywhere, that word is used everywhere. But when were they ever part of that struggle? That's what the word is. Now, if somebody say that to you, you know what it means to be called that, because you know what it's like to get to be racially accused of something or being discriminated against. You know what that's like. A lot of them don't because they could pick and choose what lane they want to go in from time to time. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right, so follow me now. Now that you said that, right?
Now, one thing before I leave, there are dark skinned Puerto Rican people too. There now everywhere where there's black people, there was slavery, and the original black people can tell you what that real struggle is. So anywhere you could go to anywhere, Brazil, Venezuela, there's black people living there because they had slaves. All those black people from all those islands all came from the same place in Africa. And we all was called the N-word from then till now, till this day. If I knew what it was in Spanish, I'd say it, but I won't.
Negrito.
Nah, it's nah, I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah. So let me ask you this now, though.
Go ahead.
So being we all right, so we kind of on the same page. My question to you is, and I don't want to people. I'm not trying to affect anybody's fan base. I'm just asking a question.
Go ahead, shoot it.
Okay, this is the question. Do you think the fact that black people do not gatekeep their own culture and everything that they've contributed, do you feel like the fact that black people have proven to be
Oh shit.
it's all
I don't
good.
know what's going
You
on
know,
with me.
I
But
got this
listen,
question.
let me say my piece on the FBA thing.
All right,
Like kind of answer your questions. As far as the word nigga and Hispanics,
Somebody said it.
people
this
as
guy
far
right
as the
here.
word nigga and Hispanics, right? Um, people have given them a pass via hip hop and their participation being as close to us as they have been in the hood, especially
Mhm,
people from the hood. So there
mhm,
has been a pass. There hasn't been a pass for people like Mexicans, for example, in some places, because they have their own culture and own language, especially on the West Coast. So they have their own slangs and own profanities, right, for Black people that they may use amongst themselves. The word nigga has a special connotation, a special link amongst American Blacks and Blacks in the world because of slavery and its usage and how we took the word and made it our own,
mhm.
dropped the R, and now it has two different meanings as a term of endearment. So it's used as a term of endearment, one that we took, flipped the meaning, which we have a good job doing that. We do that with all sorts of things, clothes, everything. The word nigger is different from the word nigga to Black people. When other races use it, it's almost like it is a little sting attached to it, even when Hispanics use it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because of some of their um, proximity to whiteness,
Yeah.
right? Their want to have proximity to whiteness, especially via this election. So they don't necessarily identify with the struggle like we do. So you're not going to identify with the strength of transforming that word, even though you might mean it from the heart in a good way as also a term of endearment. But it's especially a Black cultural phenomena, the word nigga and how we use it and how we don't like others to use it,
Right,
especially. So it's not necessarily something wrong, but it is something somewhat of an issue because it can be used against us by that very person, that
right.
outsider.
So like it goes back to my
That's why it's a
question.
problem.
So my question is it black people's fault that because we haven't gate kept our culture that
Hmm.
these things can be an issue? Whether it be not us not gatekeeping hip hop, us not gatekeeping our own inventions, us not gatekeeping a lot of things. Do you think because in general, I think the black race is all inclusive. You know what I'm saying? And when we see people mimicking what we do, we cheer them on a lot in a lot of cases. So do you think that's part of the reason why people feel comfortable enough to speak their mind in the way they do?
Well, you got to think about it. Hip hop has always been a creative space where you
Right.
can create something new. You can let anything become what you want it to be. It could be raw. It could be, something fresh, something new. Once it's never been done before, hip hop will accept it. And that's how it kind of is, as long as you link it to hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not just hip hop, because I know like when I'm scrolling online and I see like these dancers who do like African dances and stuff like
Can I say
yeah
something about hip hop?
yeah. Go ahead. Did you
Okay.
hear? Did you hear my question?
I heard part of it because I keep jumping in and out. You
All
might
right,
have to close this fourth one at the
so
bottom. Like close
okay,
it out.
yeah. Let me remove it. Yeah.
But what I was saying was what like to just think kind of expand on your question. Hip hop and the gatekeeping of hip hop and making it so open and making it so that these problems can't happen. I think that's unavoidable because of the nature of hip hop and hip hop culture. Hip hop culture is black people's foundational black Americans, the descendants of slaves and such. Um, that's our greatest export to the world. We gave to the world, but
And
the world don't
sports.
give back, right?
Uh-huh.
It's our greatest export. So it's hard to control your greatest export. It's hard to control how people control the paper and the pen, right? It's very difficult. It's so the whole gatekeeping question is a tricky one.
It's not
As far as
necessary.
our words and our language,
I don't think you'll
our
ever see.
slang and
Yeah,
vernacular.
but this is the thing. I don't think you'll ever see, or it'll be like a real rarity of, say, a black person winning the highest country music award.
Right.
I'm saying,
Even though we
or
invented country music.
right. So,
Uh,
so in a way, I would like to say, without extreme knowledge,
right.
it's gate kept to a certain degree where it's
So you need
understood.
power, Scotty. You need power to gatekeep. American black peoples are in a unique position to not have power, but be able to create powerful um, symbols, structures, entertainments, people, and exports. It's a very unique position. We don't have the systematic power, but we have the social movements. We have the social power. We make the needle moves in that way. So it's hard to gatekeep when you don't have the systematic power. You're talking about a systematic thing.
So are you trying to say, in order for us to leave a mark on the world or to introduce
Nah, we did
something
that
new,
already.
we have to be sellouts?
Nah, nah, we did that already.
Because
We the creation of hip hop.
what I'm trying to say is, if we chose to gatekeep, there would be no sellouts. You understand what I'm saying?
I do understand what you're saying, but that's not possible. In order for hip hop to even become commercialized, it had to give up the keys to the gate. There was no gate. From its inception to be in the music business, absorbed as a music business, because we're talking about culture and then we're talking about the business of culture.
Yep.
That from its inception was already controlled by people who aren't black, who did not understand the culture. You know what I'm saying? They understood monetizing culture. So
So
that's two different things.
so all right, let's take for instance like
We do
Punjab.
in fact gatekeep the culture in a lot of ways.
Not really. Not
Bro,
really. And I'm
I'm
not
not
going
saying that we're perfect, but we have more power in the social areas than we do in the corporate areas.
how is that when they're selling shit back to us and we're idolizing what their spin on it is?
Again, you're talking about the corporate thing. I'm talking about the cultural thing. If we can propel the people, propel the artists, right? It's so many artists. Like, if you want to focus on the negative artists, that's cool. But it would be fair to acknowledge also the culture propelling all of hip hop, all the things you love, all the artists
Yeah,
you love,
but it's
looked up to, all the clothes and style and slang and shows and everything else that's good about it. It would be fair to acknowledge that, acknowledge our stamp on sports,
but
comedy,
what I'm trying to say,
anything you could think about.
but this
If
is
but
the
because you
thing
keep
though.
focusing on the negative, to be fair.
No, I'm saying, but this is the thing though. Like we invent it, right? They say, "Oh, that's cool." And then we go report back to them to see if certain things are cool or not. Like, take for instance,
To see if we can get paid off the cool, not to see if it's cool.
Yep.
You're conflating two things: the social and the corporate. We make it cool, then we have to go to the corporations to monetize cool, i.e.,
That's right.
Instagram,
That's right.
Facebook,
Hey,
YouTube. We are the cool. We are the cool.
let
I
me.
don't need Facebook to be the cool.
so
I
it's
need to
not
monetize
so
the cool.
So let me jump in there real quick and add something back to the conversation.
Yeah.
N word, right? The reason why the
Yep.
N word has become what it's become is because of the music industry. The music industry pumps that word into the music more than any other word in the goddamn English dictionary. So, who consumed the most hip hop music? White people, white kids.
facts.
All these kids are listening to this stuff. So they hear that shit 50 million times. What you think they're gonna be saying 50 million times when a Afrocentric person's not around?
So should we get angry?
That's if you're okay with who you are, no, it ain't gonna anger you, but you're gonna think about it. Cause I heard the other day, and I turn around, and it's two white kids talking to each other. And I'm like, what? You know what I mean? So who am I to say I don't even
Which
think
is a right, because you're not even pegging that as racism. You're pegging that as a cultural dysfunction.
yeah.
You're like, you're so engrossed in hip hop because hip hop is culture
Right.
now
Yeah.
that they don't think about these things. The metamorphosis of words exist, and we're witnessing a lot
Yeah.
of it. And that's why I'm saying this nuance. When you said it's either this or that, I'm like, no. If a
So
little white boy who doesn't know nothing about racism
so let me ask
is
both of
saying
y'all.
this amongst them, like we've all experienced younger as kids,
Hey,
we seen a Hispanic boy say, "Hey, if he don't know that, he just see his homies talking like that. He listened to the
so let me
same
ask
songs
y'all a
we
question.
do."
Let me ask both of y'all a question.
Hmm?
Because Scotty's the rapper, Porter, you're the rapper, but more the producer.
Right.
When you making music, are you ever pushed to put more of that in it? Or
No,
you stay away from it?
neither. It's artistic
And
expression.
has you, okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna start with you, Porter. Have you ever had an artist when you be like, bruh, this don't go with the song? In talking about that word in specific, where you
No,
think it's just out of context.
no, because like you said, black folks rarely use it in an excessive or wrong way,
Right.
culturally incorrect way, where it's like something's wrong here if you're using it weird like this. It
Exactly. All right.
sounds weird,
Right.
like
Okay.
whoa. So never has happened. Unfortunate. I'm not saying that that doesn't happen,
Yeah.
right?
What about you, Scotty?
Before you get to me, I got a question for Project Porter because we
Okay.
talk
Sure.
about us bringing certain things to the forefront and then getting the bag from it. So
Yeah.
if Machine Gun Kelly comes to you for a beat, I'm
Hmm.
saying, and he records this, you're in the session, he's recording the song and stuff like that, and he's
Hmm.
saying the N word gratuitously. Okay,
Not gonna happen. Just not happening. Just can't let that happen.
and he's offering you $1 million.
Can't let it happen.
Now, even if he's saying it as if it's
Like in the
in
creative
context,
expression, like yeah.
Even not even in a disrespectful way,
like
Oh
Drake in Family Matters, like that way.
just like a regular rapper would use it. No racial connotation to it.
no,
But
he can't do that. No white rap in their right mind would do that for a good reason. That's insane. That's wild, weird, and racist. Because if you're large enough on a large enough platform to be making records and millions of people to listen to it, you now know what racism is.
mm-hmm.
He's a grown man. So that's totally untenable. Like,
So do you
can't
think
happen. You're
Fat
being
Joe?
racist today
So Fat
for a
Joe
million
has.
dollars.
I mean, it's the bag,
Like, come on.
right? I'm just saying. I'm just going back to
That's not the
what.
point that I that's not the point that I was making. The point that I was making is the cool. You were saying that they dictate what the cool is. No, we dictate what the cool is. They try to monetize it,
Every
and that
every
looks a
trend,
certain way.
every trend that happens comes out of hip hop.
Yes, out of the hood, from the
Like
ground, from
even
some
when
dude
even
doing the
when it
dance.
even when
Yeah,
it becomes international, it's dipped into hip hop before it goes out.
yeah,
You know,
bro.
and if it's not hip hop, it's some part of hip hop throughout the world.
or
Because
or
you get
or
to
or like
Europe, hip hop on
Caribbean.
a different level. You get to the islands, they have it hip hop mixed in with the Caribbean stuff.
Yeah, they definitely
Mm-hmm.
got that now.
Transcends all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
All right, so we're gonna end this live with this last clip right here. Hopefully you guys can see it. Hold on a second.
Soul record, get that bullshit out of here. No one's trying to hear that.
So I'm getting really tired of people who hate hip hop engaging in hip hop journalism and being.
You know, I got it in a different form. Hold on a second. All right, we're gonna add this.
Pardon me if it jumps out. I don't know what's going on with the full screen.
it jumps
All
out. I'm
right.
gonna put that shit back in.
Oh
Yeah.
God, yo, reset blanket pause for
Pause.
this whole thing already for you, P.
Yeah, I saw it.
So I'm gonna wait for Project Porter to get back on screen with us.
All right.
Then let me pull up this song for the outro also.
Man, this whole these cats, man, they living on a different spectrum.
Listen, I feel like so much stuff has been normalized. It's almost no turning back, and to get mad about certain things is it's
No,
weird.
I mean, as long as you're in a good place, like a lot of things don't really bother me anymore like that. You know. Now, if somebody's disrespecting me personally, yeah, I'm gonna have a different outlook on it. But usually, I tend to only put certain people around me anyway, and I
Mhm.
don't have people around me that speak like that. You know, so you tend to hang out with who you hang out with.
Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna play this right here.
If you sampling a soul record, get that bullshit out of here. No one's trying to hear that. I hate soul, anything, boom bap. Get that unk shit out of here.
Okay, we got to get him back in the rock.
Yo,
who's this kid?
All right, so check it out. All right, I'm gonna run it back for you, Project
Yeah,
Porter.
let it run it.
If you sampling a soul record, get that bullshit out of here. No one's trying to hear that. I hate soul, anything, boom bap. Get that unk shit out of here.
Okay, we got to get him back in the rock band. So we've got to get these kids back in rock bands.
All right. So, from a producer standpoint, how do we feel about it, Project Porter? I don't know. This might not be a question for today because he's having issues. But from a listener standpoint, hip hop is the break beat. You be
So
having
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Right. What he just talked about was basically not wanting to do anything with hip hop type stuff.
No, he's basically saying that he likes hip hop without the soul samples and certain boom back sounds to it. Honestly.
Right,
I
but
don't know.
won't you play
Yeah.
are you
I don't
gonna
know
play
what's
the
going
whole
on.
thing?
Nah,
Are you gonna play
don't
that whole
play.
clip?
Don't play it again.
Yeah, I don't want to play
Because
the
every time.
commentary that the guy has on it.
All right,
But this
so
is the
boom.
thing.
Go
All
ahead,
right.
Scotty. Tee it up, my dude.
Now, what I'm saying is, now I'm breaking it down for P. He's basically saying he's a producer of hip hop,
Yeah,
but
but
he's
are you
not.
gonna play the whole clip? Because I need to hear it in context before I could talk about it because
That's the context.
That is the
That's it.
context.
That's the
He was
context.
asked about the beats, and he said he don't want to hear no samples. He don't want to hear soul samples. He don't want to hear bullshit.
He d-
Boom bap, because it's bullshit. Get that unk shit the fuck out of here.
but he feels like he's a
That's
hip
what
hop
he
producer.
said.
but he feels like he's a hip hop producer.
Okay.
All right.
He,
So
right.
so how do you feel about that? I mean, I think
Well, what
the
is he
project.
putting out?
Well, I
Is
don't even know who this kid is.
he putting out good hip hop music?
Yeah,
And
he makes kid for like beats for like Ken Carson, like rage type beats, yeet, that type shit.
Like so, like trap shit, basically.
Yeah, synth rage beats, trap beats.
All right. So I mean, that does. I mean, trap don't really use a lot of soul samples, right?
It's not about that, bro. To say that is to disrespect hip hop
Mm-hmm.
because, bro, if you're making hip hop music and you're clearly not black, you're white, you're a guest. That's number one.
that's what I
Number
was
two, what makes it egregious is that you're talking about soul samples, boom bap, which is looping,
right.
drums, a certain type of drums, certain tempo. So you're talking about soul samples and the drums and the looping, the actual
Right.
sound of the music as it comes out the back end. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
No need to pause.
That's crazy. Hip
That's
hop,
crazy. That is crazy, P.
hip
But go
hop,
ahead.
pause. Hip
Yeah.
hop was literally born from looping breaks, looping the break
Right. And
beat,
that's what I
break
said, Scotty.
dancer.
Like,
This is insanity to
yeah.
say this.
He basically saying he
You
don't like
are
hip hop.
dissing hip hop,
Yeah.
but you're making hip hop. That's a colonizer right there, off rip.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I'll tell him to his face.
That's what
Like,
I'm
my
saying.
dude,
I wanted to hear the rest
fuck
of the
out of here.
clip because what he said right there off the rip was just like, whoa, that's
I
how
don't care if I was
hip
making
hop
trance
started
music.
with a turntable looping a goddamn beat.
Looping the sample.
Yeah, the
James
sample.
Brown.
Yeah, looping the.
Yo, whoa,
That's how hip
whoa.
hop started with a record, a real vinyl, and now he
Looping
talking.
the break. The
Yeah,
breaks.
using
Okay.
the
I mean,
crayon to mark the vinyl.
but see, this is the thing. Like me personally, and I blame this on my West Indian background. I consider myself a rapper. I don't necessarily feel the need to dig into the history of hip hop. I'm saying I
Right.
feel like I know how to rap, and I'm comfortable with hip hop from the '90s. I'm saying, but as far as the history of hip hop, I would have to go back and really dig into it to fully understand it. I say that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
the
Now we're
way
good.
the,
Wow.
the way I say is he's joining hip hop from a certain point in time.
Hmm.
Okay, you could tell that he's fairly young, so therefore he probably jumped in. He got his first MPC, and the first thing he made was a trap beat or
Yeah,
a
that's
synth
his point
or
of reference.
right. So can you blame him for saying what he said? Just like these
Yes.
rappers who get on these shows now say, "Yo, I don't freestyle to this beat. I don't freestyle. Period."
No, I
You know what I'm
get you. I
saying?
get you. So
Yeah.
let me answer your question. I don't necessarily want to be extremely harsh on him, right? If it was like my some kid from the hood that's 20 years old or 17, like my son, right? That his entry to rap is Future. You know what I'm saying? His
Right.
entry to rap is Drake. And that's the superstars, and that's where they started from. So they don't know foundational hip hop. That's cool. But once you white, it's a certain onus you have to not talk down about certain levels of music. It would be bad for a young person. It would
Hey,
be really bad for an older person. I
so
give you that, Scotty. Really, really bad. It's still bad.
Right.
It's
so
Right.
like an author. Hold on, let me get this in, P. Let me land. It's like an author, right? Someone who writes books, wants to be good at writing books, someone who wants to be good at directing movies, shitting on Tarantino,
You're
shitting
right.
on shitting on Hemingway.
Yeah. You're
It's
right.
like, whoa, whoa. That's not called for. Without them, you would not have the style to
Mm-hmm.
write this way, to go from here to here. You wouldn't even have that. Whether you know about it or not doesn't make it less egregious.
You're right.
It's not
You're right.
necessarily, I'm not saying he's malicious
Yeah.
about it. I'm saying he's negligent. He don't know.
But you know
That don't make it
these
that don't make it
people.
good.
But these people will then go listen to Kendrick Lamar and hear this sample flip and
So
be like, "Oh my
so
god!"
who puts him in the hip hop lane? Like who classify him as hip hop?
People
The
who come,
music he make,
yeah.
he may not be hip hop, but the beats he make and money off of are hip hop beats, right?
So
That's
he
like that's like he's a culture vulture. He's a culture vulture. If he's
That
speaking like this, not everyone who's white and makes hip hop or of a different race who makes hip hop is a vulture. It's
no,
how you consume it and hold it in yourself.
right.
That's what makes you a
Statement
vulture.
that statement alone that he made basically told us what he is.
Yes.
Because
so
if
the
It's no
so wait a
equivocating
second.
here.
So the vulture part of it doesn't have to do with not doing your history on the genre.
No, no,
no.
no, no. I don't expect people to know who Cool Herc is. Like I don't expect a 17-year-old, 20-year-old
All right.
making trap beats to
I,
know who Cool Herc is. But I do expect them to have some respect for each regional sound because those sounds still exist. He's not talking about something that's old.
yo,
Those songs still come out today.
it's almost narcissistic.
Fucking regional.
That's what he
It
is.
is. It is
I don't want
narcissistic.
to hear
You
that
know,
heisty shit.
it's like I'm gonna hang out with a certain race of people, and every time I get on the radio, I'm gonna be like, yo, these the worst people I ever seen. They bad, and then you always see me hanging with them. Be like, what are you talking
It's
about?
vulturism.
Yeah, you
You're
making money
hovering
off
over
of
the
them.
culture to
You
to
making
draw
money off
from
of
it and
them,
make money off it.
but you don't ever
That
invest into them. You
right.
always
That doesn't mean he's not a talented maker of
right.
beats. I
But
can parse
what
these
is he
two
putting into the
things.
culture?
Right.
Because
He's only taking away from
all
it,
they're doing is
especially with that
taking out.
statement.
All they're doing
With
is
that
taking out.
statement. That was crazy. I don't respect that.
Yo,
I don't respect
we're gonna end the show. I think that's the general consensus of
I
us.
feel the same way too, man.
I'm gonna end the show, but I'm gonna play something that just
that.
dropped.
Yeah.
The song is
I
called "Uh
might
Oh."
cut out, but I'm
Is it
here.
called "Uh Oh"? Is that what it's called?
No, no, it's called Buried Bodies.
Buried Bodies. All right.
Let me put it up.
Fairy bodies
Buried Bodies.
or buried.
All right.
Yeah, Buried Bodies.
Buried bodies.
Spotify. You can just pull up my page.
Okay.
It's on everything.
Project Porter.
One word. No space.
Yeah. Ooh wee.
What
we're going to jump into something by Project Porter and the one and only Alligator Alfred.
Oh, this the new joint?
The new joint.
Yeah.
Buried Bodies. And we're going to end the show on this. Yo, good show. We're going to do more panel discussions. Hopefully we get guests on. But we're going to end the show with this banger right here. Yo, go ahead and introduce it, Project Porter.
Yo, this is Buried Bodies.
They put him in the
Aida,
big
Alligator
screen.
Alfred.
Put him in the
It's
big screen.
love. This joint, she did like within a few hours, I believe. So it was nothing. She been listening to it for months, waiting for me to like get it to her and put it out. So we getting ready for a show, I think sometime this week. And so
Mm-hmm.
we'll get busy, man. I appreciate her. This is the first of many. Everybody's.
All right,
Go listen to
Buried
that.
Bodies. Alligator Alpha produced by Project Porter, man. Let's fucking go, bro.
Okay, Porter, I give up. Where do you want to pick up your money?
Ay, 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 ay.
I hit a lick with an AK. I gotta bury this body, then I wanna go and party in the night cause it's payday. I hit a lick with an AK. I gotta bury this body, then I wanna go and party in the night cause it's payday. Pull up on me and find out how that spirit realm get hectic. They don't call me little bitch for nothing, I get around with my hexes. I go hummin'.
It's fucking crazy. Let's get it.
Where do you want to pick up the
I hit a lick with an AK. I gotta bury this body, then I wanna go and party in the night cause it's payday. I hit a lick with an AK. I gotta bury this body, then I wanna go and party in the night cause it's payday. Pull up on me and find out how that spirit realm get hectic. They don't call me little bitch for nothing, I get around with my hexes. I go hummin'. That's the sound when I'm summoning. I raise up skulls, haven't putting in work, they ghost ride like they stuttering. I go that's snaky, I got tongue magic, that's cakey. I got real bullets you won't see coming, my gun's still on that safety. I got beads around my neck, coral reaches up and they flex. I got blue, red, white, yellow, and green, ain't prejudice about my set. Oh, you Mel Gibson, you Braveheart? I'll leave a man without his face. Ha! Get a hold of my graveyard, I got rappers all around this place. I got punches piling on speed down, just in case you think you safe. Bring them hammers out and then nail you, see if you come alive after 3 days. I wanna party, I cannot go till I bury this body. I don't do Molly, I get my high when I shoot me a target. I wanna party, I cannot go till I bury this body. I don't do Molly, I get my high when I shoot me a target. I hit a lick with an AK. I gotta bury this body, then I wanna go and party in the night cause it's payday. I hit a lick with an AK. I gotta bury this body, then I wanna go and party in the night cause it's payday. Pull up on me, run up on me. I put all that tough shit to rest, I don't even got a gun up on me. I do not like how you vibe, I do not like how you like cause you empty inside. I do not like how you want to come re-up but don't want to pay me my price. I do not like how you don't love Allah but you want me to give you a love that's divine. I do not whine, I do not cry on no shoulders, I man up and take what is mine. That mean my shine, that mean my time and my mind and my life and my right to be silent. That mean my grind, that mean my nine on my side about to line and they thief and get violent. That mean I don't got no screws, actually I got household tools. I put one in your neck and then two in your chest and then fire away like it's doom. I like dog shit with no conscience, I can really show you what demonic is. I run around with Lucifer when I need a shooter, but I promise you it's God that I'm riding with. Ha! I wanna party, I cannot go till I bury this body. I don't do Molly, I get my high when I shoot me a target.
Quick, get in the car. I'll take care of him.
Yeah. Yo,
You already know. Gotta close the fourth one.
Yeah, that was hot. That was hot.
Thank you, bro.
I like that.
Yo, I never heard you make a beat with that bounce like that before.
Yeah, she picked some dope ones.
That shit is
Word.
crazy. And the way she flipped it, she bounced
Yeah, bro.
that lyrical gymnastics.
I got
love
it.
it.
Yeah, that was a dope flow that she went with too.
Yo, when she performs that, I want to see some footage, yo.
Facts.
When y'all go
Yeah,
do that shit, I want to see that footage, yo. But yeah, that's the show. We ain't gonna critique it. It don't need no critique. We out. Yo, we fucking out of here, yo.
We out.
Yo, stay tuned. Yo, listen, we got this right here too. Y'all don't even know what the fuck
coming up.
Yo, listen. Y'all don't even know what's going on right now. My man is going crazy over here today, man. These days he's been going crazy. So tap in. We're gonna get a show scheduled and we out.